kids, I'm Liv and I'm so glad that you've joined us this morning because we have lots of fun things planned. I'm building something at the moment. Can you see the tape I have on the floor? I've got some blocks and I'm going to build them on top of my tape because I'm going to spell out a word. So I'm going to use all different coloured blocks. Maybe if you have some blocks at home, you could have a go at making something like this too. It's lots of fun playing with blocks. You can build tall towers. You can build something really small. Maybe you can even build a house or a car or a... what else could we build? There's so many things that we can build. All right. Can you see my letters start with a H here and end in an E over here? Let's get some more colours. Can you guess what the word might be? It starts with a H and an O and a P and an E. Our word is hope because we're going to be talking about hope today, and in particular about a time when someone was probably pretty sad and pretty scared, but they remembered they could have hope in God. So before we go hear our story today, let's go see what our friends are doing at home.
Down. Yeah. You want to watch it fall? Ready? Whoa! Hey everyone! We've been building towers and walls today. Can you see this wall that we've built? Today for your story, you're going to hear about another wall that was knocked down. So do you want to help us knock down our wall? Are you ready? You watch. Watch it fall. Oh! That fell quickly, didn't it?
Yes!
Yeah, so you're going to hear about another wall that's going to fall. Thanks for watching.
Alright, are you ready to hear our story today? Wonderful! So you might remember we talked about a man named Daniel a few weeks ago. And can you remember that Daniel and the Israelites were exiles in Babylon, which meant that they had to leave their home Jerusalem, and the Babylonians wanted to change everything about them. The way they talked, the clothes they wore, the food they ate, and even the God they worshipped. Now our story today occurs a little bit before our story we heard the other week about Daniel, because the Israelites, they lived in Jerusalem. And I've got some Play-Doh here with me today, which is going to help me tell the story. So the Israelites were living in Jerusalem. Can you say Jerusalem? Jerusalem. It's a bit of a funny name for a town, isn't it? So they were living in Jerusalem, the land that God had promised them through Abraham. They were choosing to do the wrong things. They were worshipping other gods and going against what God had said. Back then, God spoke to people through a few chosen people. They were called prophets. Some of their names were Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, and they told the people what God was saying. God sent Jeremiah to warn the people about what they were doing, to ask them to choose to worship the one true God and stop doing what they were doing, to listen to God and to obey what he was saying. God warned them lots of times that there was going to be a consequence for their actions if they didn't choose to listen to him. And so they didn't listen to God. So God sent the Babylonians, lots of the Babylonians, there we go, to Jerusalem to take all their possessions, all their homes, to destroy Jerusalem and take the people with them back to Babylon. Jerusalem was rubble on the ground. This was very hard for the Israelites because their homes were destroyed and they couldn't live in their homeland anymore. Everything in their life was changing, and there wasn't anything they could do about it. To make things worse, the Babylonians were not very nice about it, and so it caused the Israelites lots of hurt. One person wrote about how sad all this was making him, and we can read about it in the Bible, in a book called Lamentations. Can you say that big word? Lamentations. It's kind of like Lamingtons. Do you like Lamingtons? This person actually wrote poems about how sad and upset and probably even scared he was feeling. But right in the middle, he wrote this. He said, "Because of God's great love, I am not consumed." Consumed meaning overwhelmed with worry or sadness, but that he was not consumed by those feelings. He said, his compassions never fail. His compassions meaning his love, his mercy, even when we don't deserve to be loved, they never fail for us, that everything's going to be okay. That his love is new every morning. He said, "Great is your faithfulness, O Lord." The writer knew that even when they were worried, even when they were scared, even when they didn't know what was going to happen, they could have hope because they knew God had great love for them. That his love was new every morning. That God was faithful and therefore things were going to be okay. You know, it's the same for us. Have you ever felt sad or scared or worried before? I know I have. But I can always remember, just like this writer did, that I can have hope because of God's great love for me. And you can too, because he loves you lots. He has great love for you. So every time we see the sunrise in the morning, we can remember how much God loves us. That each new morning, his love is new and fresh for us. You know, someone very clever made this poem into a song, and I've got Blurb here with me because we're going to sing it together.
Great! I'm looking forward to this, Liv.
Me too, Blurb. I love singing with you.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Is everyone at home ready?
Alright, let's sing together.
Okay.
Lamentations chapter 3 verse 22 and 23. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. His love is new every morning, new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Lord. Great is thy faithfulness. Lamentations chapter 3 verse 22 and 23. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. His love is new every morning, new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Lord. Great is thy faithfulness. Alright, let's sing it one more time, Blair.
One more time. Everyone join in with us, okay? Are you ready?
Alright. Lamentations chapter 3 verse 22 and 23. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. His love is new every morning, new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Lord. Great is thy faithfulness.
Hey, well done, everyone. That was great, Liv.
That was so much fun.
That was cool.
Yeah, I love seeing to remember that
Yes.
because of His great love, we can have hope every morning.
Every morning.
Isn't that great, Blair?
That's so exciting.
It is too.
Yeah, I love that.
I want to thank God, Blair. Would you like to pray with me?
I'd love to.
And everyone at home can join us in praying to Him as well.
Shall we close our eyes?
Let's close our eyes. Thank you, God, that we can remember and have hope in You because of Your great love for us.
Yes.
I thank You that because You care for us, because You have compassion for us, even when we don't deserve it, we know that everything is going to be okay. We can always remember that You are faithful and You are good to us.
Yes.
And we're so thankful. And all of Discovery Kids said, Amen!
That was a really nice prayer, Liv.
Ah, thanks, Blair.
Great work, everyone.
We're going to make our craft today, which is going to be able to remind us that every time the sun comes up, we can remember that God's love, His mercy is new every morning. So, we're going to make a little sun with a smiley face. Alright, so I'm going to start by getting a texter and I'm going to draw a little smiley face on my sun like this. Can you see their face? Because I want to remember that everything's going to be okay every time the sun comes up because I can trust God. I've also got some paint here and I'm going to paint my sun with some yellow and some orange. Maybe if you don't have paint at home, you could use some yellow or some orange crayons. And so I'm going to put some paint like that. Put some yellow. Might change my paintbrush and use some orange in the middle now. There we go. So I've got some yellow and some orange paint. And now I've got some yellow and some orange triangles here. And they're going to be my little rays of sunshine coming out of my sun. And maybe if you don't have some yellow orange paper at home, maybe you could colour in some paper with an orange or a yellow crayon and then cut it up into triangles. So I'm going to get my glue and I'm going to put it around the edge there. There we go. So that I've got lots of room to stick my triangles. So I'm going to get an orange one and then a yellow one. And now I'm going to alternate my colours around the side. But you can do whatever colour pattern you would like. Here we go. And we're making our sunshine. There we go. Can you see my smiley face sun? I'm going to write on the back here. I'm going to stick a little sticker that says Lamentations 3 verse 22 and 23, which is what we sung earlier, what we were talking about, how because of God's great love, we can have hope. We can remember that every new morning, His love is great for us and that everything is going to be okay, even if we're scared or sad or things aren't going well around us. We can remember who God is. And so I'm going to stick that one on my fridge so that I can look at it every new morning when the sun comes up and remember that. I hope you had lots of fun making your sun as well. We're going to go see Caitlin, who's got our new memory verse for this month. And so I hope you can follow along with the actions.
Hey kids, it's Katie here, and today I'm going to be showing you the memory verse. Before we do that, let me introduce you to two special guests. Meet Nevaeh. Hi! And Geordie, my two little sisters. Okay, make sure you're standing up. You standing up? Good. Are you ready? Can't hear you. Okay, let's go. May the God of hope fill you with joy and peace as you trust in Him. Romans 15:13. That was so good. See you guys next time. Bye.
Well, haven't we had so much fun together learning about how, because of God's great love for us, we can have hope. Even when we're scared, even when we're sad, we can trust Him and have hope that everything is going to be okay. Well, maybe this week you might like to spell out some things with your blocks or do some different pictures with the masking tape and put some blocks on top. Maybe you'd like to make a craft just like the one we made before, and you can send me in a photo of it to our email address. I hope that you're going to have lots of fun, and always remember that because of God's great love for you, you can have hope. Bye. Oh, and before we go, I have something super exciting to share with you. This month, for the month of August in 2020, we're going to be doing a super special challenge. And our challenge is to learn our memory verse. So I hope you were taking lots of note before, and you can even watch it again if you want to learn it. But we would love to see a video of you doing your memory verse, and you can send that to our email address. For every Discovery kid that sends in a video of them completing the memory verse, we will get 1 point that goes towards our young adults pastor Ben being slimed at the end of the month. So you've got the whole month to learn it and to send us in a video. We would love to see it, and hopefully we get enough points to see Ben get slimed.